If you want to participate in the show, great. I love it. It's fantastic. But let me tell you, the temptation to just be Legal Eagle, the temptation to just provide that milk toast approach that gets you YouTube dollars. Because look, if the super chats went away, I could do, oh well, this is everything wrong with everything wrong with She-Hulk from a lawyer's perspective. I can do those gay fucking videos. I could wear a suit. I could go rent I could just go to the fucking law library. I could sit in front of a bunch of law books in the law library and record the video of everything wrong with She-Hulk from a lawyer's perspective and shed all of you fucking beautiful weirdos to the dirt and turn in all of you for normie ad bucks, right? And I could make $1 billion or whatever. I don't know how much Legal Eagle makes per video, but it's pathetic. Just hire an editor and make millions of dollars a year. Great. Fantastic. Fucking boring and kill me right now. So here's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm on 2 strikes. I've got an ad deal that closes on Monday. And I have another deal that I cannot talk about that I'm working on. And if that deal goes the way I think it is, it will change everything. It will blow everything away and it'll be fucking hilarious. But it's all at risk right now because if I get a third strike, my leverage on everything changes. Right? So here we go, chat. My attorney, because yes, of course I have an attorney. Every attorney has attorneys. Mm-hmm. My attorney said for the next week, please, dear Christ, don't bring anybody else on. Don't risk anything. Don't tell jokes. Maybe even don't stream for the next week. Well,
I would have told you to go to Rumble. Stay off here for another week. Maybe do 2 shows. You know what I'm saying? Which will be relatively tamed compared to your regular stuff. Your chat's probably going to hate me for saying this, but
no, you're right. It's the best advice on the planet.
I'm speaking because I really want to know that this YouTube channel is always going to be here. And the idea that you're exposing it, the first hour and a half that I was on the show, I was sitting here quiet because I was I made a joke at the beginning about walking on eggshells, but I was God forbid, if I ever thought that I said something that costed your channel, how the hell would I ever be able to live with myself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a very weighty responsibility.
See, here's what I'm saying, chat. Here's how much I love you. This show, my attorney says, do not fucking do it. Don't bring people on. Just do solo shows. Be very tame. If you do shows at all, maybe consider for the next week because in a week is when I'll have an offer on the table. Okay. In a week is when I'll maybe be able to make a full commitment to something. And people can speculate all you want on that. I don't care what you think. I'll never confirm or deny anything. When and if something happens, you'll know immediately. But until then, nothing. For the next week, please, Nick, please just don't bring Joe on.
Did they really say that?
Yep.
Who said that? Your lawyer?
I'm not going to tell you who it was.
But yes,
my lawyer.
I know. Your lawyer.
No.
Not someone I know.
Yes, my lawyer, not someone you know. But they're don't bring Joe on.
That freaking anti-Semite. Oh my God.
They're don't do it. So here's what I did. Joe. Mm-hmm. I went on with Legal Mindset and Drexel and Rob and Legal Mindset, Drexel, Rob, and who the fuck? Sean was on. Yeah, Pimpcast. Mm-hmm. And I said, I said this earlier in a group chat on Twitter. I'm like, anybody want to come on tonight? Against the advice of my attorney. And then I was on their show and I'm like, anybody want to come on tonight? Because fuck these fucking bastards. Fuck everybody out there. Fuck everything. If we can't have fun, if we can't do this, then what can we do on the fucking earth? I'm so tired of it. Never, ever live in fear. Never. Now it's my attorney's job to give me that advice. It's the right advice. I should follow it 100%.
Can we I want to zero in here on the part that was the right advice, because how many people were on the list of people that they were telling you to keep off your show?
Mostly just you.
It was just me.
Because we have fun. We get drunk. We tell jokes. They get very offensive, and it's fantastic. Mostly just you. Because I think I have you on.
It was me and Drex.
I have you on more than most people. Like, I think you and Drex are my top 2 guests.
This is actually my first time on your show on YouTube since Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Since Johnny, the last time I was on here was during the Depp trial. This is my first time on here. I was like, and that's why I actually sent Nick, like when he was on his band last week. I was like, dude, I just want to hang out with you. I don't care if it's like on just on Rumble. I just want to hang out.
And you did. You came on the Rumble show. It was awesome. Yeah. So, and did I go on your show? I think I went on your show. Yeah.
You spent 5 hours. You actually canceled your own show for me, which I was.
That's right.
I was very flattered by. I was really very flattered by that. And you're right. We have an amazing time together. It's always fun, and it's like because we consider each other genuinely like good friends, even though we only met in person once.
But it doesn't matter, and that's the thing. That's the thing, chat. This is what we're getting to. This is from Matthew Harris, right? The reason I bring this up, the reason I'm being so open about all of this is the world, society, whoever will lure you. They will lure you to self-destruction with trinkets, with treasure, with temptation, with whatever you want. And believe me, it's so fucking great. Like, again, I've made more money in the past year than I could ever fathom making. It's so cool. But at the same time, like, if I had to give up who I am to preserve that, if I had to compromise what I talk about and how much fun I have to preserve that, it wouldn't be worth it. It would never be worth it. And so again, my attorney,
and the thing is this: your wealth came because you were you, and that's why and that's why I think you fill a niche that is needed in 2022 more than ever before, because there is no Archie Bunker anymore. There is, and a show like that can never be made. Hell,
no.
Even you couldn't even make a show. Even movies that were made 20 years ago, Tropic Thunder could never be made today. That could never be made. And you fill that void, which is really what's needed out there. So if you ever became anything less than you,
I would hate myself. Like you guys, you think I hate fat people? You have no fucking idea. The thing I hate more than fat people is people who compromise in the face of adversity. Because here's what I think. I think even if I were banned off of YouTube tomorrow, the chat would show up on Rumble the next day. That's true. That's what I think. And so here's my pledge to the chat. No matter what happens, wherever it is, I will always deliver me people who meet me in person, and pray to fucking God I get to meet every one of you at some weird time in some weird circumstances. And what you'll find is I'm the same guy here that I am in person. By the way, Joe is the exact same guy in person as he is on his show and as he is on these streams. We're just us. And that is why, like, we don't have to act, why it's not exhausting to do these fucking 4 and 5 hour streams, is because we're just, it's not a show. It's just who we are. And so with that, chat, I just wanted you guys to know, like, Matt Harris is so fucking right. He's talking of this in terms of black and white, but it's not black and white. It's elite versus non-elite. And the elite will tempt you. They will give you everything you want. They will just play ball. Just play ball, you little binger. Play ball, you little unworthy man. Play ball, you little Udon or whatever it is. Play ball, you little Mexican. Play ball, you fucking Egyptian. Who doesn't matter what your race is. They don't care. They don't care what your gender is. They don't care who you are. Just please conform to us. I won't ever do that. And I don't want to do that. I'm here to tell jokes and have fun, hear stories and tell stories, and just make people fucking laugh and get away from all the faggotry of the world every single day, because somebody out there wants you to not get away. And I'm like, baby, get away. Get away. Come to the fucking beach with me and I'll buy you all the cocaine on the planet and we can have fun.
Was it that they were worried what I would say, or that I bring out words like you dropping the F word just now? Like, is that I bring that out of you? That's I'm just want man.
I think you were just Joe. I think what it was, if I had to guess, is just you are emblematic of two things. It's both and, right? It's both and. You are unbridled in your commentary, though you've never gotten me in trouble. So, and you've never gotten you really in trouble. So, but
yeah, we've never had, there's no stream that you and I ever did together where either of us saw any sort of backlash from Susan.
No, but I think it's just like you're like me, right? You're completely unbridled and we just go and we have fun. We talk about what we want, but two, it's the other thing. Like when you're around, I'm happy to tell the spicy joke, say the spicy meme, have fun. And cause I know you're not a bitch about anything at all. So I think that's what it is, but it's not just you. Like, I'm sure if they had been given time, it would be Drexel too.
For sure, Drexel.
And a couple other guests. But like there are a couple guests who like we really get into some crazy shit and have a lot of fun, and that's fine. You should be honored. Like, you're the only
I am
one
honored.
mentioned.
I am honored. I'm just wondering. I was just like, man, the last time I was on with him, I don't even know. I don't even remember. And someone's like, no, that's the guy. That guy. You don't want him around just for 1 week. All kidding aside, seriously, brother, I'm telling you now. Maybe just do 1 or 2 shows on YouTube this week for the next week. For the next week.
Day, Joe. Every single day we're gonna have a show. You motherfuckers in chat, you better show up every night. We're gonna have it. I may do, if I have time. I won't tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday, if I have time, I'm gonna do a day stream too, because we're gonna show these fucking people how to have fun.
I'll come back just to give the finger to your lawyer right there. I'll come back.
There you go. No, I wanted to get Matthew Harris's death sentences was very inspiring to me, and today specifically, because it was exactly what it was the fucking Sophie's Choice that I had, right? It's like, you can do this, you can play it safe, you can live that YouTube life, and the YouTube life is fucking sweet. It is sweet. It is wonderful. Once you hit that grift out of the fucking park, like again, it's unfathomable. It's when I talk to my dad about like income numbers, he just shakes his head. He's like, because you go online, and I'm like, I don't know, Dad. Like, I don't understand it. So, but one thing I have pledged in my life, and I will routinely pledge it to the chat. I don't lie. I don't obfuscate, and I don't equivocate. If people want to know, if you want to know about YouTube, if you want to know about YouTube incomes and stuff, and peel back the curtain, I talk about it. Again, you can find the numbers on Playboard and kind of infer for yourself. I mean, there's, Playboard is not perfect because there's the YouTube cut, which is 30%, and there's the other cuts involved, which are 30% on random transactions. You never know what they are. You can safely assume like a 40% cut from there. So from Playboard, you can safely assume 40% taken off, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked. But there's also like YouTube advertising revenue. There's super thanks there, which is not very much. I don't promote super thanks on the channel, but they're there. And then there's, of course, the the YouTube premium revenue, which for me is huge. YouTube premium revenue is very big for me because I do 4 and 5 hour streams, and quite a few people end up watching, a significant amount of them. And YouTube premium revenue is literally watch time per viewer. So but all of that kind of adds up, and it makes up for some of that 30 and 40% cut. But there's no point in lying about anything. My goal with integrity is I will always say this, guys, I'm doing great and very, very well. And I would never ask anyone to give me anything. If you want to participate in the show, fantastic. Always, 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 always take care of you and yours before you give me a fucking dime. Because, dear Christ, why are you spending money online if you're in any financial distress at all? So that's been my policy from day one, will remain my policy till day infinity. But that being said, I'm not going to lie about what I make. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to try and be something I'm not, because that's horrible. Like, how fucking awful is it to act? I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll tell you guys, the closest I came to acting was those months between June and July, when I was having a really rough time. And I wasn't very good at acting. You could see it on my face, and I talked about it a whole shitload. And that's the most I've acted on YouTube. And hopefully, pray to fucking God that's the most I ever have to. But that's why I did the show tonight. That's why I invited all the guests, every guest I could think of. That's why we did the show exactly the same as we do normally, because I will not fucking bow to censors, to bullies, to YouTube, to contracts, to leverage, to advantage. Nothing. It would do me nothing better in the world than to never talk on for the next week, to not talk on YouTube and wait for my offer from another company. It would be the most beneficial thing I could think of. But I can't. I can't do it. I don't want to live that way. I would rather not stream ever again than to lie or to be something I'm not. So that's my pledge to you, chat. We're going to have a show every fucking day this week. We're going to have a show every day next week. If I can do 2 shows in a day, believe me, I will throw one up. We'll have fun. Okay. That's what we'll do. And if you want to hang out, if you have time, come do it. If you don't. And if you seriously, if none of you sends a single super chat, we'll do the shows anyway. Because that is what it's about, doing the show.